This is a video about my travels to Dipalota, a small village in the northwestern province of Zambia. In some ways, the trip was kind of a disaster. In other ways, it was the most important 24 hours of the entire month I spent in Africa. Let me explain. This summer I traveled to Zambia. While the trip was technically a study abroad program, this wasn't your stereotypical study abroad. The theme of the trip was accompaniment, the idea that we are to come alongside the people of Zambia and be in relationship with them in order to learn more about them and their culture. In Zambia, we offered classes on basic health, computers, and leadership. These classes were a means of developing relationships with the Zambians and practicing accompaniment. We were planning on doing all of this on our weekend trip to Dipalota, but things didn't go according to plan. What was supposed to be a shortcut turned out to be the ultimate detour. The path was full of potholes, mud pits, and deep sand. We later found out this path was actually an old ox cart path, and it wasn't meant for cars.
Let's do it. The worst thing is we get stuck.
The first two cars made it through the mud without any issues. Unfortunately, the third car got stuck. We decided to leave it and continue to Dipalota in the two Land Cruisers. Little did we know, this was just the start of our car troubles. So our current predicament is now, after we got the third car stuck, our Land Cruiser won't start. Just to give you some context. We sent the last working car ahead to Dipalota. Not everyone could fit in it, so Joe and I volunteered to stay back and wait to be picked up later. I'm glad we did, because this was where my first lesson on accompaniment took place.
Turns out, that guy right there says he has oranges and he's bringing them to us.
I'll eat an orange.
I'll eat an orange.
He came back with about 30 tangerines.
Hi.
Hi. Oh. Wow. Tuna sakwili amone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
They weren't quite ripe, but they were delicious. The boy's name was Chidata. He didn't speak English very well, but he asked if he could sit with us. We sat together for 45 minutes and ate the tangerines. We didn't say much, but we didn't have to. Chidata was content with simply being with us. In those moments, he showed me what it truly means to accompany someone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good are those tangerines?
10.
I agree.
After Chidata left, we had more car troubles. The Suzuki was back on the road, but now the other Land Cruiser was dead. With the help of some Zambians, we got the two Land Cruisers up and running again. We were just a few miles from Dipalota, but one last mud puddle stood in our way. The only way over the mud puddle was a footbridge, and it was far too small for the Suzuki. But the Zambians weren't ready to give up yet. In no time, a man was chopping up tree branches to make a wider bridge. Joe, Josh, and I helped carry big chunks of grass sod over to fill in the holes between the branches. In a matter of minutes, we had built a bridge wide enough for the Suzuki to cross. Got the bridge built. Now they're trying to get across. Josh, any words?
No words for this. No words.
While it wasn't always pretty, that day taught me a lot. I learned that accompaniment can take on many different forms, even if it's sharing green tangerines or building a bridge. It also taught me what it means to truly be present with others, and helped me appreciate the beauty that is coming alongside other people.
Running
Sure, the road to Dipalota was a bit hectic, but looking back, I wouldn't have had it any other way.